Good Sunday morning, and God, I do thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. As you can see the hat, the shirt, represent for my Jags. Go do what you need to do and handle your business. Go Jags. Duval. I want to talk to you for a few minutes today. I want to talk to you about seeing beyond the surface, and I'm going to start this way. As you can see, I have a ball cap on, shirt, and some sweatpants and tennis shoes. You could also see me, and I may have on some khaki pants, hard bottom shoes, button down shirt, or you could possibly see me in a tailor-made three-piece suit. The outer shell. But what you're going to see in each of those outfits, if you know me, you get a chance to get to know me, you communicate with me, you're going to see the same exact person. It has nothing to do with the attire that I have on. It has everything to do with the character and the person I have chosen to be and represent. You may assume I have a certain bank account. You may know I have a certain job title. You may know I have a certain level type of friends. But it doesn't give me anything to make you believe I know everything and you should follow me. See, we get caught up in situations based on status, money, monetary gains, things you see. And we allow ourselves to believe because you are sitting on a certain level based on the world that we live in, you know more or you know best. And then we get in line and we follow that leadership. We have to be careful about who we allow to guide us and take us anywhere. We have to research and know the person. You got to know your audience. Just because it looks a certain way on the surface doesn't mean that's exactly what you're seeing. Take the time to get to know what you're dealing with and who you're dealing with before you allow yourself to be pulled somewhere you ain't got no business being, and then you have no way to get out of it because you were focused on the surface. That's why you got to see beyond the surface. And stop being afraid to ask questions. Knowledge is power. Because if you're afraid to ask questions only because they're speaking with confidence, and they're not so much speaking with confidence from the standpoint of knowing, they're speaking with confidence from the standpoint of arrogance. Also a thin line, but you can see the difference if you pay attention. You hear me say this all the time. I don't care what I put on the table. I'm not afraid of you asking questions. Because if you ask me a question, I can give you an answer because I've done my research and my homework. When I put myself out there, I'm prepared for what's going to come my way. I want to leave you with something. I want to ask you this question. Have you ever taken the time to listen to a homeless person, or politically correct, an unhoused person that's out doing what they need to do to survive, to handle their business? If you've never taken the time to listen to something or something that they have to say, I'd recommend you do that. Be safe in the process of doing that. But if you do, let them talk. You're going to find out you're going to end up listening to some very educated people. And they're educated because they're speaking based on their testimonies and life's lessons. See, they were dealt some difficult cards that a lot of times has a lot to do with decisions that were made, and they're dealing with the consequences, but they know what they've done, and if you're willing to listen, you can learn. Goes back to what I just said, seeing beyond the surface. See, you've judged the situation and something we're not supposed to do. based on what you saw, but you didn't take the time to open the book and read it fully to get a better understanding of what was standing in front of you, because what was standing in front of you was a lesson that you can learn from to know what not to do going forward. Just wanted to give you something to think about this morning. Go Jags. Go handle your business. Be blessed. Be thankful. Be appreciative of what this day has brought you, and be okay with allowing yourself to learn and not get caught up in thinking you know everything. Let me be the first to tell you, if you are having a problem with that, you don't. Take care.